do the entire thing.
We're going to do the entire thing. I started recording. It's doing its thing right now. It's fine as it is.
Okay.
All right.
Does it have a time limit?
No, well, it didn't even record the other thing. So,
all
right. So this is take 2.
I guess I'll put that down, and we'll put this down.
So we're not doing the whole thing again. That would be crazy because we did just have 3 full Glens of bourbon. But
there's an issue.
Huh?
There's an issue. A little bit of an issue.
What's an issue?
Tiny bit of an issue.
We're out of Eagle Rare.
We are out of this bottle of Eagle Rare.
There's a little bit left in there.
There is the tiniest bit.
Tiniest little bit left in there, and if you want, I can pour you some out of mine into that. Oh, so sad.
It's the saddest pour of Eagle Rare.
Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Golly. I had a little bit left in mine, so
it's a good thing you poured so much.
So we're Oak and Cedar, and we suck at this. So this is definitely take 2. Today we were in New Orleans at Sazerac House. I'm Clay Johnson. This is Jordan Perez, and we picked up a few bottles of E.H. Taylor small batch. Fantastic, fantastic bottle. We tried it for the first time. Supposed to be on camera, but you suck, phone. So
yeah, the record button didn't record.
Exactly, exactly. But this is Eagle Rare. We actually compared it to Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. I'm going to tell you, from the nose, Eagle Rare is just a fantastic nose, caramel forward. You can pour some more Buffalo Trace.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's fine.
It's got to be in the video. It's Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, may as well. Here you go.
Oops. I need to learn how to pour.
Yeah, you're as good of a bartender as I am. Just a little bit, man. Just a little splash.
Just a little splash.
That's good. So, Buffalo Trace. We got started with this, and this is everything you would. Oh, still,
it's wonderful on the nose. I love this.
It's a store pick. It's a store pick from Wine and Spirits in Jackson, Mississippi. I was there picking this out, but my goodness, that's a.
Am I crazy, or is the Buffalo Trace sweeter on the nose than the Eagle Rare?
It's sweeter. I think it's sweeter.
This is a wonderful, wonderful drink.
It's sweeter on the palate, too. It's sweeter on the palate. But Buffalo Trace, guys, everybody talks about it. It's the commonplace. I know it's hard to find in a lot of places, but we can get it in Louisiana for $25, $30 a bottle, typically. There's a gas station right down the road from me that had an exorbitant amount of Buffalo Trace. And I asked the guy, what would it be if I bought a whole case of this? And he said, I'd probably sell it to you for $17 a bottle if you bought the whole case. So I said, I'll be back. That's out of the budget today.
How many bottles?
12.
You want to go halfsies?
I'll touch back base with him and see if he still wants to do that deal, because I know they sold out a bunch of them, but they had 14 or 15 cases on the floor. But this bottle of Buffalo Trace I bought was from Wine and Spirits in Jackson. They do a great job of their store picks. They picked a good one there. This is 45%. It's 90 proof, which I think all Buffalo Trace is, but it's so good. I was there at 10:45 in the morning, and at 10 a.m. they opened. By the time 10:45 rolled around, they had a 2-bottle limit, and they had sold through 8 cases at 10:45 a.m. So the place is doing good. They're doing good work, getting the word out and letting people know. Props to I forget his name. Props to one of my Facebook guys for Facebook
friends,
for members, I guess, Oak and Cedar members, for pointing me to that store and even saying, hey, they did a Buffalo Trace store pick. You should go check this place out. I was there 45 minutes after they opened, and I'm glad I wasn't there later on that day. But Eagle Rare, that's Eagle Rare. This is E.H. Taylor. So the E.H. Taylor we bought.
Eagle Rare smells so good.
Eagle Rare smells so good. It's the best nose. The E.H. Taylor we bought is the small batch. We were able to wait in line out front of Sazerac House. Once every 90 days, you could go in and buy an allocated bottle from... Do what you got to do. You can buy an allocated bottle once every 90 days, and in the meantime, they put you in what they call bourbon jail. So you're not allowed to buy an allocated or special bottle in the meantime. But it's a different bottle every single day. I've seen Weller Special Reserve, Weller Antique 107. I know they did a Blanton's one time, Blanton's Gold maybe. They do Eagle Rare all the time with that special. But the E.H. Taylor is pretty common. It pops up pretty regularly. So that one, fantastic.
All right, now I'm getting something on the nose.
On the E.H. Taylor?
Yeah. Not much. It's still a very, very light scent, and I'm really not picking it.
It's so much bacon spice and rye forward. I like it a lot. And again, I say again, you guys didn't know what we said before because it didn't record before.
But last time I smelled it, I'm like, I don't smell anything. Straight up, I didn't smell nothing. This was super sweet. This was even sweeter, but maybe a little bit too sweet for me. Either way, it's got a very, very wonderful nose, but a very boring taste.
It's consistent. Buffalo Trace is a great, consistent sipper. But I say, like I said before, but again, you guys weren't here. It is a rye spice, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that E.H. Taylor is Buffalo Trace's Mash Bill 2, and Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare and some of those other Weller things like that are Mash Bill 1. So Mash Bill 2 is another one that I believe is on that is Elmer T. Lee. Elmer T. Lee, I did an allocated tasting with that a few weeks back. It was at a place called Boutique de Fumé in Hammond, and they do these whiskey tastings. We had 9 different ones to taste from, and it was all high-end stuff. The Willet Purple Top, the Russell's Reserve that won Whiskey of the Year last year on a bunch of other places, Pappy's 10, 12, and 15. And then George T. Stagg, and they had Elmer T. Lee thrown in the mix. Elmer T. Lee is a $35 bottle MSRP. I think it just recently went up to like $70 MSRP.
Okay.
Because the secondary price on it's so crazy high.
Why?
I don't know.
Didn't you say that was everyone's last place?
Everyone's last place one was Elmer T. Lee. Now, again, we compared it to Russell's 15 and George T. Stagg. So there's probably some bias there. But I know one of the guys from Bourbon Junkies, I just started watching those guys. Fantastic, by the way. One of those two guys said Elmer T. Lee was like his go-to, like the one that he really started his journey on. And I got to tell you, if the Elmer T. Lee that I had was my first bottle of whiskey, I probably would have switched to tequila or vodka instead of...
There's nothing wrong with tequila.
No.
I like a good tequila.
No, but man, it was just not it wasn't hit it for me. So I believe that's Mash Bill 2, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like being wrong. Put the corrections in the comments. Tell me how wrong I am and why I'm stupid. That's fine. But this E.H. Taylor is also, I think, Mash Bill 2. It's very rye forward. Lots of bacon spices in it. But my goodness, that is a good sip.
It's such tell you why you're wrong, man. That's in the throwback from back in the day when I was working at the Save-A-Lot warehouse. This dude that I would work with he was a know-it-all. And so anytime you would say something that was remotely in his field of knowledge, he'd be like, let me tell you why you're wrong. He had a lisp, too. I'm not going to name him.
That's fine. But, tell you why you're wrong.
He would say, let me tell you why you're wrong. And it was the funniest thing.
That's fantastic.
I hated that guy.
So this E.H. Taylor is bottled and bond. It's the small batch, 100 proof bottled and bond, and $51, I think MSRP is what we paid for it. It's $57 after tax in Louisiana. But this bottle is going to come back in another video. I have a Battle of the Bonded Bourbons blind that's going to be coming up soon. I got a Henry McKenna bottle and bond, Heaven Hill benchmark bonded, Early Times bottle and bond, which I know some of those are on the cheaper side. E.H. Taylor. My friend Jim Barber is going to be in that video again. Maybe you guys have seen him in another video. But he's going to be bringing a Jack Daniels bonded. There's a few other that he may have that he wants to bring over as well. But we're going to do those all blind. And I'm excited about them because they're a bunch of different distributors.
Yeah.
So like the Jack Daniels is Brown Forman. The Early Times, I really don't know who makes that. But Benchmark's going to be Buffalo Trace. E.H. Taylor's Buffalo Trace. Heaven Hill is a different distributor. So there's going to be a bunch of different ones. So a bunch of different flavor profiles, a bunch of different tasting experiences. And we're going to try and pick our favorites out of them, rank them first to last, and maybe even say which one we think is which. A lot of us are still kind of new to the whole bourbon world. Yeah. I've only been drinking this since May of last year. I've accumulated about 55 or 60 bottles. So I'm pretty happy with my collection thus far. But we're gonna see what that looks like whenever we do those. So going back to this, the H. Taylor, you said was your favorite flavor out of the group?
Yeah, for sure. The E.H. Taylor's got a great flavor. It's got a little bit of a spice on the aftertaste, and that's something that I really enjoy. I'm a pepper guy. I like hot peppers. And so it gives me a little bit of a reminder of the hot peppers. So whenever I'm eating them, there's a little bit of a burn. And I mean, obviously. And with this, it gives me a little bit of a burn in the aftertaste.
Kentucky hug.
Yeah, the Kentucky hug, that's what they call it. And gives me a little bit of a burn on the aftertaste, and I really enjoy it. I think it's great, and the flavor is really good. I don't know. My palate's not really well developed for me to pick out individual notes and all that good stuff, but it's got a great flavor. It's a little bit sweet, but it's not
it's not overpowering.
Yeah, not overpowering at all.
I have a bottle on my shelf that's super, super, super sweet, but it's a cheap bottle. I mean, it was it was one where...
Is it one of those artificial sweetened?
No, it's not artificial sweetened, but it is...
Like that honey Jack Daniels?
No.
I have crazy like that.
I have one bottle of flavored whiskey on my shelf, and that is a Louisiana whiskey. So, yeah, it's hard hide from Ponchatoula, so it's strawberry whiskey. That's the only one that's flavored. Yeah, you see it?
I want to try it.
next time, man. Next time.
It's from Ponchatoula. That's right here.
That's right here. Yeah. So I won that in a silent auction. It was in a basket with some other stuff. But
was that the Ozark silent auction?
What
was that? The Ozark silent auction?
No, it was the Ozark silent auction. It was one that I put on for a school.
Oh, okay, cool.
I say a school. It wasn't like elementary school. Don't hear what I'm not saying. It was
definitely was not St. George Catholic School.
I was invited to run for my day job, run a booth. I'm a recruiting director for the company that I work for, and I was invited to run a hiring booth at a career event for the marketing and sales department for a local college. And at that event, they had a big silent auction, and I ended up walking away with a ton. It was right before Christmas. So I ended up walking away with a ton of stuff. I was bidding against a bunch of college students and some local businessmen that really weren't interested in anything that was on the table.
Gotcha.
So some of these guys, they were like, I'm not going to bid because I'll just go buy it because they have so much money.
Right.
Some of the guys...
Why would I bid on this?
I'll just go pay cash for it. Some of the guys were looking at it like, well, I guess I'll bid some, but I'm kind of staying within a budget. I ended up, I think, spending like $250 that day. And I walked away with 6 or 7 bottles of whiskey and about 10 or 12 bottles of wine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I got
That was quite the haul for 250.
It was quite the haul. But no, that wasn't it. It was a bunch of other Christmas presents, and my daughter got a painting with a twist gift certificate. It was a bunch of stuff.
That's really awesome.
It was crazy, man.
For Lydia?
Yeah, for Lydia. So I told my wife, I said, next year I'm bringing you with me to this event because I got invited back to the following year. But hey, anytime I can spend a little bit of money and get a lot of good bourbon, I'll do that. But
or good cigars.
The cigars too. The one I was talking about, there was the super, super sweet, was that Old Charter. So let me grab this real quick. This
is that one that I tried last time I was here.
I don't know if you tried this last time we were here. You'll see this on the bottom of you'll usually see real close to the floor because that's truly, truly where it belongs. I paid $11 for this bottle, which I'm not mad about in the least bit.
I gotta give it a try.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna.
It's not gonna compete with any of the stuff we have.
I don't expect it to. But you said super, super sweet. Like I really wanted.
It was really sweet.
How sweet we're talking?
You tell me.
Fair enough.
But we tried it with a bunch of blackened bourbon, and it was one we tried afterwards. The reason I bought that bottle in the first place.
Oh my god! Is it smells like straight up cane sugar.
I'm telling you, man. The reason I bought that bottle in the first place was because I was doing a bourbon hunt in Greenwood, Mississippi. And the guy that owned the shop, that's not good.
That's not good.
The guy that owned the shop, we did just compare to E.H. Taylor Buffalo Trace Single Rare. That's not fair. But the guy that owned the shop, he said he only drinks 2 whiskeys. That's the only thing he'll drink. One is every Christmas he'll pop open a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label, which is a $250 bottle. And his daily drinker is this $11 plastic cap Old Charter. You know it's good quality when it's got the same cap as a Coca-Cola. This is his daily drinker. So I said, I'll buy it just to see. I'd never had it before. But
that's not good. I don't recommend that to anybody.
When we tasted it with the Blackened, we had some dark chocolate with it.
Okay.
And that does open it up a little bit more. And it does make it taste palatable. It was surprising how good an $11 bottle was.
Okay. I may have to buy some dark chocolate and just bring it next time I'm here.
But I'm not gonna
tomorrow.
I'm not gonna tell you to go do that like intentionally.
No, it's a waste of money.
That's
honestly.
It's a waste of $11. just roll.
It's a waste of $11 plus whatever you have to buy for the dark chocolate.
Roll that $11 into a bottle of Eagle Rare. It's $40. I mean,
yeah,
it's $40.
100%.
Now, the Eagle Rare nose, out of the Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor, and Eagle Rare, the Eagle Rare nose is the best one.
I agree. I think the Buffalo Trace is a little bit too sweet on the nose for me. It's a wonderful, wonderful smell. Very caramelly, a little bit dark chocolatey.
Yeah,
honestly, with the Buffalo
I can see
Trace.
that.
But it's a little strong for me. I don't, as a kid, you love all the sweet stuff, and as I've gotten older, I'm almost 30 now. I just don't like sweet stuff anymore.
Almost 30.
Yeah, I'm almost
These
30.
Are ancient.
I am.
I'm gonna have to buy him a bottle of Early Times in Ancient Age.
Yeah, 100%. You're almost 50 now, right?
I just turned 40. I turned 40 like 5 months ago, man.
No, you didn't. Your birthday is a few days away from mine.
August.
We're a few months away from August.
That's 6 months ago. That's 6 months ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 6 months ago. Okay, I'm 40 and a half.
Yeah. So you're exactly 11 years. Well, like 11 years and some days older than me.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So guys, if I'm going to check and see if this is still recording. I'm going to be so mad if it's not.
Are we so mad if it's not? We just have to drink more.
We just got to do it again, and then I'll be so happy afterwards. But if it's not, I hope it's recording. I hope to God this is recording. But guys, if this is recording, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some giveaways once I hit 500 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I have 3 bottles of E.H. Taylor now. I believe one of those is going to be a giveaway once I hit 500 subscribers. So like and share this.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
I'm good. He'll be. So if you didn't like what you saw today, that's fine. Hate share it to somebody so that my subscribers can go up anyway. It doesn't cost you a penny. You can hate share it. That's fine. I'm good with that. But I'm going to be doing some other tastings soon. I'm going to be doing some other events that I would like to have competitions on Facebook. If you like and share those announcements, you can enter in to win a chance to be in this tasting, just like Jordan was today. We're going to be doing a bonded tasting with the McKenna, Heaven Hill, Benchmark, and Early Times, and E.H. Taylor. So if you've never had E.H. Taylor and want to try it for free, enter in that contest. It doesn't cost you anything. Just like and share. The other ones I'm going to be doing soon is a legacy bottle tasting. So it's going to be like the OG Wild Turkey, Jack Daniel's Old No. 7, the Buffalo Trace. So just the flagship mixer bottles from every one of the major distilleries. I'm going to put that on a blind, and we're going to compare those and see. Basically doing exactly what Matt Mitchell did whenever he did his Bless Your Rank bourbon. And that was a really, really funny video. I'll show you that one in a little bit. But Matt, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but if you're watching this, I got the idea from you. And if you want to try again, like and share, and we'll get you down here to Louisiana. I'll feed you, man. I know you like to eat too, so I'll get you some good Cajun food as well.
You gotta take them off yet, then.
I can cook. I don't need to take them anywhere. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
So guys, like and share, subscribe to this, hit the notification bell, and like always, enjoy every sip. See you next time, guys. It recorded.